Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Pat Brock. And yes, we are here at the Dublin High School Fighting Irish Home. And of course, we've got the boys and the girls cross country team. And we've got the beautiful Hannah Allison with us. Hi, Hannah.
Hey, how are you?
Doing well. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Allison, you're a senior now, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Lord have mercy.
This is my third year running cross country.
Your third year. Let them know about you, Hannah.
Well, I also play soccer here at the high school. I'm in the Beta Club. I'm also on the Citizens Bank, so I stay pretty busy throughout the year.
And I always get to see your mom every now and again.
Yes.
And so in all these years, so here it is, the things that you're involved in, have you always been pretty active like that?
Yes, ma'am.
Where do you think all this comes from?
Probably my mom.
Your mom.
She likes to keep herself busy too.
That's good. That's good. And you're learning a lot of great leadership skills too.
Yes, ma'am.
And so running cross country 3 years, how has your experience been with that?
Well, at first it was really hard. It was my first year, but I think I've kind of grown a little bit as a leader.
Yeah.
I'm still not that great in running, but my team, we've made it to state the past 2 years.
Yes. Congratulations to your team.
Thank you.
Now, Hannah, let me ask you this. Now, you made the statement you're not that great, but you finished, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And, you know, that's key. A lot of times you can have great athletes, and they just kind of like, you know, half do things. But you finish to the end. And so with soccer, tell us about soccer and your experience with soccer.
Well, we've had 3 different coaches my 3 years in high school. Going on my 4th year, we're going to have another one.
So much transition.
It's been a little hectic, but I think the girls, the other seniors, we've really grown together. And we're kind of like a family. And I just think our senior year is going to be better than the previous years.
And that's good. I mean, your senior year is really a special time. It's really a special time. And of course, with you being our first one up here, I mean, you're considered a leader. And so tell us about these guys and these girls. Tell us about them.
Well, I like to motivate them, but they also motivate me too. And the guys and the girls, we practice together, and being able to practice with the boys, I try to push myself to be right up there with them. And I also try to push the girls to be up there with them too.
Oh, that's good.
I want us all to be the best we can be.
That's right. And being a runner, especially for cross country, that's what, 3.1 miles, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, outside of practice and outside of your meets, do you run all the time?
Well, not all the time. I should run a lot more, but I do work out as much as I can. And
that's a good thing. And so when you're not in school, when you're not involved in all these clubs and these sports, what does Hannah like to do?
I like to go home, eat, and take naps.
That sounds like my day. And that's good. That's great. And so, Hannah, here it is, your senior year. You're having a lot of things that are happening and a lot of things that you're having to prepare for.
Yes, ma'am.
What are you feeling about this being your senior year?
Well, I'm just ready to get it over with. I just want things to go smoothly so I can just go off.
You've got big plans after high school. Share.
When I graduate, I'm going to boot camp at Paris Island. So I'll be joining the Marines.
That's going to be so exciting for you. I mean, having a family, it's 2 family members, my siblings, that retired as Marines and were Marines. I mean, what made you decide that branch of service?
I just like the challenge it has to offer and the camaraderie between the people, like the Marines. It's just like another family.
It's going to be a great family for you. Now, can you already swim? Because you're going to have to do a lot of swimming and stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
I remember this. I'm going to tell you, my sister, she's deceased now. She was at boot camp, and they had to like jump off this cliff of some sort or something with their, you know, backpacks and all. And I remember she called home crying. She called home crying about that. But, you know, it's like, it's something that's going to change. It's going to change you in a lot of ways. You're going to grow up in a lot of ways, and you're going to learn a lot of new things. And so we're excited for you with your new adventures.
Thank you.
And thank you for being a leader.
Thank you. I try.
All right, Hannah Allison, ladies and gentlemen. All right, this young man right here to my right, of course, you should have seen him just a little while ago as he walked handsomely across the field for homecoming. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Doing good. Good to see you again.
It's good to see you too.
Now, you know we already know about you, all right? But you got to talk to us about you and talk about your experience with cross country. Are you ready for that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, there you go.
All right. Well, my name is Jacory Foreman. I'm a senior here at Dublin High School, and I've been running cross country for 6 years.
6 years. Wow. And so you started in what? Was that middle school you started in?
Yes, ma'am.
And so what made you decide to want to even go into cross country?
Really, I just did it to try it out to see how it was.
Yeah.
And like when I first did it, I liked it, so I might as well keep doing it.
Keep doing it. Run, Forrest, run, right? And so when you first started out, have you seen how you've improved through the years and through your time?
Yes, ma'am. I've gotten better since like when I was younger, and like my wind has gotten better, so I can run a lot longer than I used to.
Speaking of getting that wind better, I mean, you know when the monkey jumps on your back, right? You've heard that term?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you get yourself prepared for a meet?
Well, practice is a lot about practice and mental focus and stuff.
And how do you get focused mentally? Because some people have different ways that they focus mentally.
For me, I like to listen to music, and like it gets me pumped up and ready to go.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. And so with you, Jacory, we would think, you know, you've been running for a long time. For some of these who just now starting out, have been running for a couple of years, you are really someone that they would look up to.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you help them? How do you help your team? Because the thing is, you want to be able to improve your time as you go along. What do you do to help your teammates?
Well, I try to encourage them and like keep them focused and tell them it's really nothing to run. You just gotta run hard.
There you go.
Be yourself.
And that's you. You're doing what you love. And so your senior year, how's your senior year been?
Well, my senior year has been good. I'm actually dang, hold on.
Okay, wait, so let me ask you this. Are you involved in some stuff here, like as far as clubs and different things?
No, ma'am.
No. So you're doing cross country, you at homecoming court, and so you trying to get through school.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Has it been a good year for you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm actually a platinum senior this year.
And tell us what that means, a platinum senior.
Well, it's like, I guess it gives you certain privileges that other seniors don't really have. And like it's being like at the top of the seniors.
That's fantastic. So what are the requirements for being a platinum senior?
Well, they changed it up this year. I guess it's like how your grades are looking.
And
like,
your grades are good.
Yes, ma'am. My grades are real good.
And what's your average about right now?
Like mostly A's, and like I got 1B.
1B. And so after high school, what is it that you want to do with your life?
Go to college and master in physical therapy.
That's going to be great. Now, have you already chosen a college? Did you ever tell us that?
No, man, I haven't chosen one yet, but I have a few in mind.
All right, very good. Well, we definitely wish you nothing but the best. We are proud of you. We're proud of all of your accomplishments, and we want you to keep doing great things.
Thank you.
Hey, are you searching for a great used car, truck, van, or SUV? Head on over to Dublin Auto Sales, where the selection and value are sure to fit your budget. See Wayne Kemp, Bill Topping, Alan Fields, TJ DeRochi, or Freddie Cook today. Dublin Auto Sales, celebrating another great year in business. Now proud to be on both sides of North Jefferson Street with our new truck and SUV line. You'll also find Dublin Auto Sales at 1705 Telfair Street in Dublin. Selection, value, and bank rate or in-house financing is available, so financing is never an issue. Dublin Auto Sales, if you're searching for a great used car, truck, van, or SUV, head on over to Dublin Auto Sales. Join Piggly Wiggly in the celebration of our 100th anniversary, and the celebration is spreading throughout our community with a renewed pride in our hometown grocer, Piggly Wiggly. 100 years of great product and great customer service. Piggly Wiggly is where you'll find everything from the freshest in produce to 100% certified Angus beef, the only certified Angus beef dealer in Lawrence County. Piggly Wiggly, down home, down the street. Thanks for joining us in our 100th anniversary celebration. At Hometown Supply, locally owned and operated means something to owner Glenn Register. And from the time you walk into Hometown Supply, you'll feel the difference. And you'll find a great selection of appliances to choose from, including stoves, dryers, refrigerators, freezers, and more. Hometown Supply offers quality new and used appliances to fit your budget. Open an account today. Hometown Supply delivers. Hometown Supply, locally owned and operated.
Good to see you. Tell us all about you, if you would.
My name is Lauren Price. I'm a senior.
How long have you been running cross country?
3 years.
3 years. Are you involved in other stuff here?
Yes, ma'am. I'm part of Beta Club.
You little smarty pants. and so tell us now, how you've been at Dublin your whole time?
Since my 9th grade year.
Since your 9th grade year. And what's your experience been like here?
It's been great.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends. And
That's good. Do you make friends easily?
not really.
You have to take a little time to marinate first, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll see. And so running cross country, have you always been a runner?
No, ma'am.
I'm trying to find out what motivates you guys to get out there and run over 3 miles at a time.
Honestly, I love it. I mean, you feel horrible at the end of it, but after you step away for a little while, you just feel like amazing because you did it.
Because you did it. My daughter ran for East Lawrence at cross country, and I remember, you know, I'm the type mama that has the video camera, that's taking pictures, trying to do a selfie as she runs. But I remember when she made it across that finish line, I think the first time, and her face, she looked at me. She said, "No, don't. No, don't take a picture, Mama." You know, it's just that pure exhaustion that you
Yes.
feel, but then you feel liberated at the same time. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wow. All right, that's good. And so tell us about Beta Club. Tell us about that.
Well, our Beta Club sponsor is Miss Donnell. I love her. She was my favorite math teacher. And we do stuff like sew pillowcases for the Children's Hospital. And we also do fundraisers like bake sales and stuff.
So you all are doing a lot of things in Beta Club, and you're doing a lot of things to help one another. What about volunteerism? Are you doing much volunteering?
I volunteer through Beta Club.
That's good. That's good. And so this senior year, you've got a lot of things that are going to be your last. I mean, do you get a little sad about certain things, or are you just kind of excited because you see the light at the end of the tunnel?
I'm sad I won't be able to go to Beta Convention anymore.
Oh my gosh. And so what about college? Are you wanting to go to college, or you have other things in mind?
I'm
Tell us
planning
about
to
it.
go to college.
Have you decided where yet?
Not yet, I'm just applying to different colleges.
What do you want to do? What do you want to major in?
I want to become a physical therapist.
Another one. I'm telling you, you all can help me with my knees. Well, and so your experience with cross country has been a good one.
Yes, ma'am.
Your experience here has been good, and you're going to be, after this year, you're going to be on to greater things.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Nice to meet you,
Thank
too.
you, darling. So sweet. Thank you. All right. Well, look at this one right here. How you doing, sir?
Fine.
Good to see you.
My name is Randy Martin. I've been running cross country for 3 years, but I started off in track. I started track in middle school.
Yeah.
From 6th grade, since 6th grade all the way up to 8th grade, I've been running track. So like, I've been looking up to a lot of people that's in the upper grade than me. So I've been training myself throughout the whole season. So like, 6th grade, it was me out of another boy. There were only 2 6th graders that made the team back when I was in 6th grade.
Wow.
In 7th grade, I kind of got better than I was last year, so I got more stamina than I did. So I tried to do sprints. Then 7th grade year, then 8th grade year, I tried to do distance. The most I've ever did was in distance was just a mile.
Well, you're doing over 3 miles now.
Yes,
And so what grade are you in now?
12.
You're a senior, so you've been running for quite some time. So when it comes to track and field, what are your areas of specialty?
Mostly the 3200 and the 1600. But like if they need me in like the 4x1 or anything else, I'll try to participate and compete. But usually I'll be too tired to just do that. So.
Right. Do you ever do hurdles? Have you ever done those?
No, ma'am. But you know, it depends on how high you can jump and you know the height. So it depends on just really if you've been training for it, because I have been training for it.
But if you're training for it,
training for it, you can do it.
Because there's a certain way you're supposed to jump.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so now you've been running for a long time. Who else in your family are runners, or should I say were runners, depending?
Well, my grandfather and my dad, they used to run. I know my grandfather, he used to run distance back in his day. But
Was he here from here?
no, I think I probably from Johnson. I don't know if he was in Johnson County. I'm not quite sure what school you're in.
Oh, I got you. So it's in your blood. Running is in your blood, and so now with cross country meets a little different.
Yes, ma'am.
Then so y'all just out there, you run.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have support? Do you have family out there with you watching you run?
Well, if it's like a home meet, and if it's near where we stay, like near Dublin or Lawrence County, they'll come and watch me.
How does it feel for you to be able to have your family to support you like that?
It's motivational.
Yeah.
It makes you want to do better when they come out to see you.
That's good. Now, do you motivate people well?
I try my best. Like while we're running in practice, I try my best to motivate those around me. Even just yesterday, we were supposed to run 24 laps around the gym. So I try to motivate most people as I can as we run.
You'd have to motivate me, because if I heard the word 24 laps out of one breath,
the most I ever ran was 7 miles, because I lost track of how many miles I was supposed to run, and that was during track season. So like mostly throughout my whole season last year, I've been doing pretty good. It's just first and second. I've never got no lower in the 2 mile and the 1 mile.
And that's good. That's good. I mean, because it does require a certain stamina. It requires a certain strength to be a runner. And so with you, this is your senior year, man.
Yes, and it's not only that you have to train your body, you also have to eat right.
Yeah.
So if you eat enough green and train your body, the eating is half the battle. All you gotta do is train your body to the full extent.
That's right.
That's why I try to push myself every day in practice.
And so nutrition is very important now, because think about it. There's certain thick foods that you can eat that just seem like they sit there.
Yes, ma'am.
And you feel it if you're running any kind of distance.
Yes, ma'am. Certain foods will slow you down, so I try not to eat too much of the bad stuff, mostly the good stuff.
So a typical meal for you, all right, and help us, as I'm looking to you as a nutrition specialist. What would be a good meal to have?
Probably you have some green beans, then collard greens, broccoli, or mostly just spinach. Mostly spinach, but green stuff mostly helps your stamina for the most part.
Yeah.
Fruit is good too for orange. Yeah. Like oranges, you're gonna need the oranges, banana. You're gonna need the potassium in your muscle to keep going.
So, and stay hydrated too, right?
And most importantly. All
right, very good. And so what's next after high school for you?
I'm gonna be down here for like 2 years to go to GMC. So after 2 years, I'm going to transfer to Georgia Southern.
What do you think you want to major in?
I'm trying to do physical therapy. I know there's like too many people saying physical therapy.
No, we need you. My knee was hurting this morning when I got up. My knee was hurting this morning, but no, I think that is an excellent field, because you're still in that arena of that sports medicine field, and still being able to help people, and even athletes. You'll be able to have, depending on where. And so, no, you're still doing something. You're still going to be doing something where you're still going to be able to have a part in helping people. So that's a great thing.
And not only that, I got to do other sports too, besides track and cross country. I do soccer too, but I just started last year, so I'm still learning, experiencing during practice. But the running is still the same, so it's like ×3. I'm basically running throughout the whole season.
Oh, you are?
Because like first is cross country, then we start conditioning for soccer, then soccer actually starts, and then we condition for track. So I'm running throughout the whole season.
Man, you ought to be like a machine right now with all the running you're doing.
I mainly stop running as soon as like when the summer starts. Then I'm just now finishing all my seasons.
Wow. Well, we are so proud of you. We're proud of everything that you're doing here at Dublin High School. We're proud of how you are speaking into the lives of your peers and your classmates, and we only expect the greatest from you. And thank you for speaking with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, young man. Very good. Hi, darling. How are you?
Good.
Now, do you run as much as he does?
Probably.
I'm going to bring you right in here.
Okay.
Right there. All right. Talk to us.
Well, my name is April Walker Hazley, and this is my sophomore year high school. I'm pretty much interested in, I do a lot of the same sports as him.
Right.
And I do a lot of running, like cross country, soccer, a men band, and I did tennis last year.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a lot of running throughout the entire school year.
So how long have you been this athletic?
I don't know. I think it started in middle school.
In middle school. And so you've transitioned to high school. You've been here. This is your second year in high school.
Yes, ma'am.
And so tell us about those other sports that you play.
I like soccer because, I don't know, it's just like it feel like it's something that's like been in my blood.
Right.
Like it came from my father, but everything else I feel like it's just from my competitive side.
Oh.
And yeah, I like to challenge other people, like running,
Right.
and just push myself.
Yeah. So you challenge other people and as well as challenging yourself.
Right.
Tell us about academics, because when you're involved in so many different things, you've got to make sure that you're keeping those academics together.
Well, I'm a new beta, so I've been really proud of that, and like my grades have been really good. It's just mostly about like making sure that I can like my time isn't consumed too much with one thing. So I try to like make sure my focus is school and not doing too many sports.
So so you're very focused then. Are you real organized?
I try to be.
Yeah, and that's important. And I think that even as teenagers, as adults, that we have to try to be organized, because we're juggling so many things throughout the day, so many different calendars and so many different things that we're involved in. So it is important to be organized. And so tell us about your family.
Well, everybody knows my stepfather, Robert Hazley, and a lot of people know my mom because she talks to everybody in town.
What's your mom's name? You got to tell us.
Miss Rhonda Walker Hazley. Like, she gets on the phone with everybody in town, so I'm pretty sure everybody knows her.
But that's good, and and family's important, and to be able to be involved in so many different things, it's important to have a support system.
Right.
All right, even though mama's talk to all the time, but that's good. All right, and so this year's been going well for you?
Yes, ma'am, it's good.
And being out there running, what gets you motivated to run in 3.1 miles?
I don't know. I don't know. I think the main reason I do it is I like to get my endurance up. I like making sure that I'm ready, especially like for my soccer season.
Right.
And I also I like passing people, like when I'm running. I like everybody else is slowing down, and that like gives me a boost to keep going, push myself even though like I'm exhausted.
Do you know what your times are yet?
They're usually like in between like 25 to 27 minutes.
All right. And do you see how you're trying to cut your time down each time?
Every single time.
Every single time. All right. Very good. Well, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Hutchison with Pruitt Health Hospice, and today we are at the VA Hospital in Dublin, Georgia, where they serve 52 counties. We enjoy the freedoms every day that you have provided. You are our parents and grandparents, our children. You are our friends, neighbors, and our coworkers. You are such an important part of our community. Every day here at Pruitt Health Hospice, it's our honor and privilege to care for our nation's heroes. We strive to provide the same level of integrity and commitment that all of our veterans demonstrated while in service to our country. From all of us here at Pruitt Health Hospice, we thank you for your service.
Travis's Professional Carpet Cleaning Services has been providing constant and quality carpet care for more than a decade. Call Travis's for expert cleaning and restoration of your carpet, tile, grout, upholstery, and more. Travis offers residential and commercial services in order to make your home or office a cleaner and healthier environment. Travis's Professional Carpet Cleaning Services, a leader in Lawrence and surrounding counties for more than a decade. Call now at 278-4373.
Hi, I'm Helen Powell. I'm the owner and operator of Careers in Cosmetology.
Since I've been enrolled in Careers in Cosmetology, I've learned a lot, and I look forward to a bright future in cosmetology thanks to Helen Powell.
Hello, my name is Shelly Steff. I have been a stay-home mom for 18 years. Coming to school here has been a wonderful blessing. I feel very privileged to come to school. I feel very privileged to know Miss Helen. Anyone that has not been to school, I encourage them to come on. Coming to the school has made a great difference in my life, in my family's life. I really enjoy it.
If you want an exciting, profitable career, come see us.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
I think the first time I interviewed you, you were probably a little bit shorter than that there.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, talk to us, young man. You know we want to know all about you and your family. And if you fail to mention your grandmama, you know she's going to say something to me, so.
Hi, my name is DJ Wright. I play basketball here at Dublin High School. My mother's name is Natalie Wright. My stepfather's name is Taylor Matt Ray, and my grandmother's name is Renee Hall.
All right, and now tell us about your brother. You got a brother here?
Nah,
he's still in the middle school?
He's in middle school.
Oh, Lord, you done left him at middle school. Yeah. How has your experience been here at Dublin High School?
It has been good so far for the past 2 years. I really love this school.
That's good. What do you love about it?
The students here, the teachers, they teach us well. Make sure we get everything down pat.
That's good. And now, tell us what grade again you're in?
10th.
10th grade. And so basketball, you know, we've seen you on the court. Tell us about how basketball was for you last year.
It was really good. We went to the Final Four last year. We went to the Final Four, and we lost, but hey, we'll bounce back stronger this year.
We saw you. We saw you there. And so cross country now. There's several other of the basketball players that are running cross country.
No, it's just me.
You the only one?
Yes, ma'am.
And what made you want to run cross country?
Make sure I have good stamina during basketball season.
And how's that working out for you?
Good so far.
All right, very good. Well, listen, it's good to see you, man.
Good to see you
Any
too.
last words?
No, ma'am.
You've already said it here.
Yes, ma'am.
This one right here, she and I go way back. How you doing, girlie?
Good.
Good to see you. All right, tell us what's been going on. Tell us about you.
Well, my name is Kayla Vickers. I'm in the 9th grade. My mother is Sonia Vickers. And I play volleyball, cross country, soccer. I'm in FCCLA and Beta.
Goodness gracious. You have hit the ground running as a freshman.
Yes, ma'am.
How was your transition?
It's pretty good. It's been good so far.
And so when you came here as a freshman, you're like, all right, I'm going to be involved in this, that. I mean, was that on your mind to make sure that you get involved in different activities?
No, it's just I've always been involved in stuff ever since I was little. My mom likes to keep me busy and stuff.
That's good. That's good. And to see you now at the high school level, what has been the most challenging part of transitioning to high school?
Well, the most challenging part would probably be like organizing and making sure that I have time to do the things that I do.
How's that been working out?
It's been good. I've been like making plans, writing down stuff, what I need to do this afternoon, that afternoon, and all that stuff. So
now,
it's been
that's good. Do you have a time for social life at all?
Sometimes,
but that's on the back burner. And so here it is, you're running cross country. You ran cross country in middle school?
Yes, ma'am. I ran my 6th, 7th, and 8th grade year.
Oh my goodness, that's wonderful. So it was just fitting for you to run in high school.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you like most about cross country, and what do you like the least?
Well, the most that I like about it is the running that we do, and I just like doing it, but the least thing that I like about it is like afterwards I'm just so tired and exhausted.
And that's true, and that's understandable too.
Yes,
and so, you know, as a freshman, you're running with, you know, some upperclassmen. Do you all kind of tend to gel and help one another out?
Yes, ma'am. It's very helpful when they motivate me, and it's real good.
And is it easy for you to get motivated?
Yes, ma'am.
And, you know, I think with you, because of the history that you and I have, I mean, you have a mantle on you that's really of a leader, you
Yes,
know.
ma'am.
And so in what ways do you see yourself as a leader?
Well, I try to push everyone. Like, even the other teams, we were running the other day, and I was telling them, like, come on, you can do it and stuff. So I think I'm good.
That's very good. Well, we're glad to see you on this team, and of course, and all the other things that you're doing, and that you're kind of, not only you're still keeping yourself busy, but you're still staying focused.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Any last words?
No, ma'am.
Good to see you.
Good to see you,
Tell your
too.
mama I said hey.
Okay.
Good to see you. Such a sweetie, Kayla. All right. We've got Mr. Quincy with us. Hey, Quincy.
Hey, Miss Pat.
I always get joy when I see you. Every time I see you, I see your daddy in you and your mom.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
talk to us, Quincy. Talk to us about you.
Well, my name is Quincy Howard, and I'm a freshman at Dublin High School. I play soccer, I run cross country, and I play tennis. And I'm in the Beta Club, and I am in FCCLA.
Wow. Now, Quincy, You are busy, man.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you always been busy like this with stuff?
Just about. When I was young, I was probably busy because my mom and my dad would try to get me into things.
Of course. And, of course, your mom's a teacher here. Your father's a principal.
Yes, ma'am.
And so now you've got, it's kind of like, the preacher's kid. You're the teacher's kid. Do you ever feel like a sense of pressure to make sure that you have to have all your ducks in a row?
Yes, definitely. It's a lot of pressure sometimes, but sometimes you just got to relax and do what you're told.
And how's your experience been here as a freshman?
It's been good. I've liked it so far, and I just enjoy the people and the teachers and things like that.
That's good. And so as a freshman, you kind of like feeling your way through, you know what I mean? I mean, kind of things are different from middle school, and so you're having to make those adjustments. What is it that you like most about school?
I think I enjoy my classes, definitely. Like, I'm learning a new language in Spanish, and I'm cooking, and I'm just doing a whole bunch of different activities that it helps me to.
And that's good. That's good. You're learning how to cook because we don't want to send you away from home and you can't cook.
Yes, ma'am.
And so, your mom's a little pistol. We already know that, right? So, and so having your mom here, is that a good thing for you?
Yes, I would say it is because she is my role model, and it's good to have her by my side.
That's right, and she's a special woman too. And so now you're running cross country, Quincy.
Yes, ma'am.
What's that experience been? Because as I think of it, for one, I get hot thinking about y'all running
yes,
out there in that heat, but like just continuous, and it's like it takes a special person to run cross country. Tell us about your experience.
I've been running cross country since 7th grade, and as a freshman, it's been hard, but I've been getting used to the 3.1 miles and just the different activities or the different courses that we do.
And so for you now, what do you do differently now as for when you first started running?
I feel like I've learned to pace myself, and that endurance and working hard is key, because if I don't, I probably won't do as good.
And talking to some of your peers and some of your teammates, you all have to definitely encourage one another.
Yes, ma'am.
How does it feel for you when you get to that finish line?
It's joyful and it's relieving because you're definitely exhausted, and it takes a lot of time and effort to finish and go across that finish line.
All right, but you make it across that line.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, well, it's a pleasure seeing you again, Quincy. We are proud of all the work that you're doing and how you're definitely pushing yourself, and you are pacing yourself, not just academically, but also with the sports as well. So we're proud of you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is Quincy. Well. Hey, sweetie pie.
Hi.
You've been waiting to talk to us. How are you?
Good.
Talk to us. Tell us all about you, okay, if you would.
Well, I'm not from here. I'm originally from Toombs County, and this is my second year at Dublin, and How's
your experience? How's your experience been here, and what grade are you in again?
I'm in 9th grade.
You're a 9th grader, so you come from Toombs County a couple of years ago. And tell us who you are and who your family is.
I'm Kanaya Oglesby, and my mom is Jamie Oglesby, and I have 3 sisters and 1 niece, and I have grandparents and an aunt and an uncle that stays around here.
Okay.
And I play sports like soccer, softball, tennis, cross country, track. I used to be in the Beta Club.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome. You've always been an athlete? And so out of all of these sports, which one would you say is your main sport, the one you like the most?
Well, I like softball the most.
Softball? What position are you in softball?
I was a pitcher last year in my 8th grade year. I played all of them, but I was a pitcher.
Pitcher. You got a good arm on you then, don't you? All right. I played softball here, but it was kind of slow. We look at you. We bring that ball hand way back. Not here now, right? Fast pitch. And so tell us now, so here you are, you're running cross country. What has that been like for you?
Well, it's been a great experience. It's like this kind of vibe where I like to get the energy up, and
Yep.
I like, it's like in my legs, like I have the need to run, and it makes me feel like I'm on top, even though like I'm tired, but I know I did it. So I feel like I've accomplished something when I've done it.
There it is, a sense of accomplishment. And so now, does cross country help you with the other sports that you play?
Well, this is my first year of cross country. Soccer helped a lot because there was a lot of running last year.
Right.
Coach Wynn made us run like 8 laps of every time we practice, and at the end we probably had to run like 4 more.
I've been to one of your practices before. And so here you are. How's your time going? How's your time looking?
Well, my time.
Are you improving at all? Do you see yourself improving?
I see myself improving. Like I have the energy to like.
Well, this is the thing. So like, if you see yourself improving, your time, you know, it might just change a little bit, you know, or it might not change.
I feel like it's gonna change.
Yeah, but I think that you're working up to that. You know what I mean? So, like as the other young man was talking about how, you know, he's learning how to get his wind better and how to pace himself better. And so I think with all that, that eventually will help you with your time, right? All right, very good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you, sweetie.
Choose the convenience of Neighbors Express and get friendly, courteous service every time you visit any of our convenient locations. Fill up with pay at the pump and take advantage of our bigger and better selection of beverages and tobacco products. And buy 12 packs of Pepsi products, 2 for $6.99. Enjoy the popular crushed ice with your favorite fountain drink. Also enjoy a fresh, hot breakfast. Stop by for lunch or dinner. It's always fresh, always convenient at Neighbors Express, now located at I-16 and 441 and in Cedar Grove, providing farm fuel for all our customers. Count on the convenience of Neighbors Express. At Hometown Supply, locally owned and operated means something to Glenn Register and his staff, and you'll feel the difference from the time you walk into Hometown Supply in downtown Dublin. From trailers to tires, batteries to belts, you'll find what you need at Hometown Supply. Hometown Supply in downtown Dublin, locally owned and operated. Dr. Jackson Fordham proudly announces the opening of his new dental office on Fairview Park Drive in Dublin. Dr. Fordham and his staff have been providing our community with professional dental care for more than 30 years. Dr. Fordham would like to take this opportunity to thank all of his existing customers and invite new ones to call for an appointment today. Enjoy your next visit to the dentist. Call Dr. Jackson Fordham at 272-4051. Make an appointment today. Dr. Jackson Fordham, proudly serving all our community.
It's been such a nice day getting the opportunity to meet with the cross-country team here at Dublin High School, just kind of talking about where they first started out with running and to see how they have improved. And so that's a good thing. And we've got, believe it or not, he's a freshman. Talk to us, maybe.
Well, my name is Kima Tavis. I go by Key. I played basketball middle school year. I played track 2 years. And my mom named Tisha Tobridge. You know.
And so how's your experience been, Key? I mean, you the man over the middle school, you know? How's your transition been?
Been good.
Yeah.
Harder.
What differences do you see when you transition from middle school to high school?
A lot. I seen, especially at basketball practice, a lot worse.
It's demanding, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
But you know, you guys had such a great team, you know, at the middle school. So the high school is getting a treat by you all transitioning from the middle school. And so here you are standing at what, 6'1"?
Yes, ma'am.
A freshman, all right? And so you're running cross country. You know, what's that all about, Key? Tell us about your experience running here.
Just getting in shape for basketball, because over the summer, I've been eating and all. And when I first came to practice, I was about to pass out the first day.
I mean, the thing is, think about it. You know, when you're talking about your summertime, a lot of athletes, they kind of take the summer off, like, for real. And that's what you did?
Yes, ma'am.
Coming back is always a tough thing. And so what ways have you been kind of conditioning yourself with running and getting back into the shape that you need to be?
Sometimes I run to my mom house, to my grandma house. That's 2 miles right there. I do that 3 days a week.
Oh, wow.
I go outside, play with my little cousin, then play basketball every day. I just do a lot.
To just stay active, to kind of get that body going, to get it back in shape. And you know, one of your teammates was talking about nutrition. How's your eating been?
Good. My mom, I've been healthy granola bar. I've been drinking Powerade,
Yeah.
water. I haven't been drinking soda a lot.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good, because you got to keep hydrated, because, I mean, there's been incidences where when you're especially running that distance in the heat that you can dehydrate. And so you are making sure all that's taken care of, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so what do you like most about being here at Dublin High School?
I like most is the coaches,
Yeah.
the teachers straight, but the thing I like most is it's better education, and yeah.
So you're learning and you're growing as you
Yes,
go.
ma'am.
All right. Well, listen, we look forward to seeing you out there at the meets and seeing you out there on the court and doing your thing, doing what you do. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is Key Montavious. People like to call him Key. Thank you, darling. Good to see you. Oh, you the last one?
Yes, ma'am.
How are you today?
Good.
All right, this floor is yours. We want to hear all about you, okay?
My name is Jarvis Roger. I run cross country, play basketball, football, but I ain't play this year, soccer, and I run cross country, track.
What grade are you in, Jarvis?
10th.
The 10th grade. Now, did you play sports last year and in middle school as well?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your main one?
Football.
Football. What
Yes, ma'am.
position are you?
I play fullback and linebacker.
Fullback and linebacker. Very good. And so now you're a sophomore.
Yes, ma'am.
And so, you know, as you heard Key talking about as a freshman, about his transition, do you remember when you were a freshman?
Yes, ma'am.
What was that like?
Rough.
What was rough about that? I mean, we know that it can be a rough, transition, but how, tell us what made it kind of difficult to kind of adjust yourself.
The teachers.
Yeah.
And just like, I knew high school was going to be like a harder level.
And and I think that as with every level that you go, I mean, they're going to expect more out of you.
Yes, ma'am.
And so this cross country, of course, you all are coached by Paul Williams and Lori Williams here. And so you're having to adjust so many different things. And you've got some new players that are here, some new runners. And so tell us how the team's looking.
We looking all right about now. Like all the players out there could have fun play football.
Right. And that's usually how it is, especially when you play sports at different seasons. When you have kids who are multi-talented or playing multiple sports, that makes a difference too. And so, you're a sophomore.
Yes, ma'am.
You're a sophomore. You had a good year this year.
Yes, ma'am.
and I've been asking them, what is it that you like most?
We have more freedom.
Do you?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know how to handle that freedom?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. How do you keep focused? Because the kids, some of your teammates were talking about focusing and making sure that you kind of have everything mapped out of what needs to be taking place and your priority. How do you prioritize things?
Like, I just don't have friends.
You kind of keep to yourself a little bit?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And your family. Your family's there to support you?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's good. That's good. And it's good to have that kind of support. And so we are excited for you, the work that you're doing here, the things that you're accomplishing here.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And we want you to continue to stay focused throughout. But, make some friends, but just know how to balance everything.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
think you can handle that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, you have met, ladies and gentlemen, the men and women of the cross-country team here at Dublin High School. They're coached by Coach Paul Williams and Coach Lori Williams. And they're out there, they're learning each day, they're growing, they're working on their times, and they're making sure that they encourage one another. And a key thing that they talked about is to make sure that they make those adjustments that need to be made, and that they're focusing and they're prioritizing, and they're making sure that their nutrition level is where it needs to be. And so we're just really proud of these young men and these young women, everything that they've accomplished. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
You too.
Chatting with you just a little bit, talking to us. And so we just hope that you come out to support them here at their meets. This is a cross-country team, Dublin High School. Thank you.